Welcome back to the channel. My name is Blunder. I'm trying to reach the ELO of 1500 on chess.com by playing rapid games. And today we're going to be playing a 15-minute game with 10-second increment. We have the black pieces. I'm currently 1269. My opponent is 1259. And we are going to play the Caro-Kann. Of course. Hillbilly attack. Now, opponent usually takes, and then we take back. But this time they didn't, and so I'm just going to be taking this pawn. Now here in this position, I'm not sure if I should take or actually just develop and defend that pawn. I'm leaning more towards developing and defending the pawn. And that's what I'm going to do. And now, after my opponent goes knight c3, I think I will take the pawn. If the queen takes, then I'll trade off. The pawn takes, and that's that. Now the opponent develops knight to f3. I'm thinking about just pinning the knight, because if I take here, the opponent could possibly trade off the queens. It's not what I want right now, especially with me losing castling rights, so I think I'm just going to pin the bishop, or pin the knight. And the opponent develops their bishop to f4, so I'm thinking maybe e6, so I can trade off that bishop. I think this would make sense. This move right here also blocks this bishop, so I think I'm happy with that. My opponent is actually taking their time, which is refreshing because you don't get that a lot when playing rapid games. So it's kind of nice to see. Alright, so the opponent takes the pawn back on d3. I think I can still go ahead with my plan, developing the bishop. Opponent might move here, but then I could challenge, and then this trade would be fine. Or I'd be fine with it. Or maybe this, 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 and then this. So let's go with that. Alright, so the opponent decides to pin. We can still develop. We could do this. I'm thinking more of doing this, because if the opponent does take, it does get my queen out quicker and it kind of helps me develop, so I'm thinking that would be fine. And the opponent goes back. Maybe then we can develop. So yeah, I think let's go ahead and try this. We'll have to check in the review to see, which is better here. I should just take the time to castle or develop more. And since we already have this pin here, maybe developing does make sense. Maybe try to apply more pressure to this. So let's go here. Let's try that. Opponent takes or puts his queen on e2, but I can still do this. It doesn't really do anything. But maybe now that I see this, let's go ahead and castle. So our bishop gets attacked. I can take. I think I'm going to do that. Opponent takes with the pawn. Now some things to watch out for. This is undefended. Maybe I can improve my bishop to go here, rook here. Maybe knight here to get this bishop. Maybe not now, but Even taking my knight this way, putting a knight here would be good, I think. Which way to go, though? Here, trade. I think I'm fine with trades, though. I think I'm fine with trades. If I go here, it also gives me a chance to open up the C file. So maybe that's... no, I can't do this because my queen is pinned. Okay. Good thing I saw that. But maybe now we move the queen a couple spaces right here. Here and here. Maybe here. Maybe C7 to help out this bishop. Alright, let's try it. Let's try this. Opponent castles on the other side. Now my queen is lined up. This is check. Check over here. Queen can come over here. Okay. Interesting. Let's get the... This is a check. Let's go ahead and do this. Maybe rook here. Maybe I want this now to get these trades in. Maybe putting a rook here. Or bring it over here. Need to start playing a little bit faster. Alright, now we see the rook in line with our king. Thinking knight here. Offer a trade. I am up in material, so... And we're going to take back towards the center. Opponent takes their bishop back to c2. Maybe they want to open up the bishop here, so... What to do? Maybe we can bring the queen here, maybe? Here? Maybe we can throw the pawns down towards the king side? Maybe we can get a better position for the knight? Let's do this. I think we might see this. Alright. I think the opponent's trying to double up. I could bring the bishop back and try to trade this off. If I go here, here, and then maybe this. Okay, so they do open up the bishop. Maybe honestly now I could try to, since I'm up material, trade off the queens. Oh, and he sacrifices. Take, bring the rook over, hide. I did not expect that, to be honest. Queen is aiming at my pawn over here. Maybe I can just start running my king. This comes with a check right here. This comes with a check. So, yeah, maybe I just want to move my king over here. Can't really take if I have this. And then I think the best move is run the king. We can get checked here by the rook. But I can just go here and make more trades. Yeah, make more trades. They can take this pawn, but I would have to move over here first. Here, takes, hide. There's a check here, but bishop here. I think we need to move the king here. Alright, we're going to put the king here. And now maybe we have this check here. The queen goes here, we'll trade the queens. Bishop goes here. We can maybe bring in the knight. Okay. We could take this. Opens up here. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the move. If we take... I can still take. Okay. I think this is it. We're aiming at this bishop. Okay. Rook here. We can take the rook. It looks good. Alright. Plus 10 material. We can take the queen now? No, because we can take this, so I mean takes back, check, looks good. We go here. The only way is to block with your queen or bishop. Right? Let's do this right way. Here. Check. Bishop comes. Take. Queen. Take. I think it's good. I think it's good. Let's go. Yes. We did it. All right. Another game. Another win. 1277. On the way to 1500. I played a 70.9. My opponent played 61.5. I had the advantage most of the time, but I did mess up a few times, so let's check that out. Take it back to the beginning. And the moment I want to see is this bishop. Why? Look at that big jump. Why is that? Bishop f5 is better. What? Bishop f5? Because we want to guard here. I mean, it's so obvious now afterwards. It's so obvious. What am I doing? And so instead of h6 here, I wanted to do this. Let's see if that... Yeah, that was a better move. Okay. Castling's okay. Bishop takes f3 is better. We took it. We're totally winning at this point. We're in a good position. I just can't play the middle game to save my life. Queen here. Queen b6 is better. But it's okay for now. It's an okay move. We got the check in. Brought over the rook. We wanted the trade. Got the trade. Inaccuracy. So instead of going here, I wanted to do this. And that's an inaccurate move as well. Queen. It wanted to trade the queens now. But I'm not seeing that while I play, so this was a mistake. Because this is still guarded. It wanted me to play this move, which I guess makes sense because of this V formation. I've seen it a few times in the Caro-Kann, so... I had so many tomatoes during this game, I got lucky. Yeah, I thought this was bad. Tried to hide my king. It was a decent plan. This was bad, because it says queen a4 is best. I'd never see that move in my life. I would never see that move in my life. We got this, though. And we got the game. GG's to the opponent. GG's to you guys being here. I appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.